Okay, madam.
Mom is not keeping well a bit, so she has just taken a consultation with a practo. I'm still feeling super sleepy, but I gotta get up. The days are actually so good, man. I wish I could wake up really early, but my sleep is messed up for a particular reason, and there's no way I can really fix it anytime soon. But I can still try my best to get as much as possible. Ah.
ಅವರು ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ.
ಹಾಯ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಓ ಕಣ್ಣೆಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಮ್ಮಂಗೆ.
ಯಾರು ಕಂದು ಕಂದು ಅವಳ
ಕಳ್ಸಿದಾರಮ್ಮ.
ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರ
ಹಾ,
ಮತ್ತೆ
ಹೋಗಿ ತಗೊಂಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ. Going to get the medicine right now. And wearing this mask as well as the glass is always a pain. They've been laying up new footpath for this street, and they have been working for almost 3 days now. And they've been working really hard. Right now they are all having some food. Do you know that you don't necessarily need to be out in the sun to get a sunburn? Just letting out an information out there. Sit. Look at this. My eyes are all covered up. Shit. Need to go wash. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಮ್ಮ?
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೇನ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ.
My heavy lunch is over and mom is already feeling really inactive, so I'm just helping her cook for Navneet. Navneet still hasn't had food. He's been in the meeting since like from the morning actually, and today I thought I slept quite a bit, but then it appears that I'm still feeling inactive. Somehow, I really want to be able to sleep all through the night for at least 9 to 10 hours and then wake up with really fresh eyes and feeling very active, but that hasn't been much happening. I feel very active during the evening and night time. Judgment in managerial decision making. This book happens to be one of the really topmost books in terms of understanding how you need to make decisions, especially if you're working in a corporate company. And I think I've spoken about this book before, the time when I actually opened up the other books as well. And it's really wonderful. There's just a lot of insights. And the beauty about this book is they mention a lot of problems for you to solve. They give you like instances where you need to understand what is happening in that given situation, and possibly come out with different set of actions that you would perform, and then finally also analyze which given action will give you the more profitability, which has lesser risk, and how do you handle those kind of risks. Many such things about this, and reading these days, it has become one of my core things that I have been doing. I didn't get a chance to do it a lot in the past 1.5 weeks now. That's especially because my time is significantly spent on editing the videos as well. And lately, there are just so many incidents that are happening around me that's regarding decisions. And since I have been talking to a lot of people around me and talking about what sort of decisions that are supposed to be made and what is deserved and what is not deserved, I thought might as well share some stories regarding that. If you remember, the other day I told you that I actually got on a call in middle of the presentation while Bharat just had finished his presentation and Chandan had to give a presentation in the office. The guy is not very well provided with, and he stays alone and he's trying to work different jobs. While he's doing that, what he would like to think is that he's working really really hard. But most of the time, whenever he used to call me, he used to talk about how the employers are really cruel, and how he also went in for a delivery job as well, and he kept mentioning as to how it is difficult and how he has to go in the rain. I was like, that's part of the job. You got to do that. And the more you keep complaining, the more you're going to stay wherever the place that you are. You're going to stagnate. There's no growth. So this is also something that I spoke earlier. But if you are just seeking comfort quite regularly, how do you expect yourself to grow? That's most definitely not going to happen. And the kind of decisions that you're making, whenever your decision has instant gratification in it, trust me on this, take any kind of situation. It could be as simple as deciding that you want to binge on something. It feels really good. And for some people it could be a smoke or it could be a drink, and if it has an instant gratification where you instantly feel gratified, then you should know that you are going on a downhill. Because I think the life has a very brutal way of standardizing and normalizing and correcting itself. So whenever you make an instant gratification decision, you gotta pay for it. How do you pay for it? By having a very lengthy, much less happy days. That's pretty much the same. And whenever you go through a long term of hard decision making, where you basically toil yourself and finally work really hard and keep certain actions in a way that it is boring on a daily basis, but you do it anyway because in the long term it's going to be beneficial, and that is going to give you results that are going to extend way more than whatever the length that you actually toiled for. This also happens quite often in terms of expenditure. I've seen that a lot around me as well. So the way you spend money, whenever you have money, you don't think too much, you don't think about saving necessarily, but you just do the expenditure, and it's going to cost you in the long term. And before I finally wind up my long talk, I want to tell you something. A fact. Good things don't happen to good people necessarily. Good things happen to people who make good decisions. There are a lot of really down to earth, humble, extremely good people who are extremely poor, who are not able to find some of the basic amenities in life. The goodness is not going to be favorable for them necessarily. And before I wind up, I'm thinking of doing something like a silent vlog, possibly tomorrow. I'm not very sure, I haven't decided on that, but I might be doing it tomorrow. When I say silent vlog, I basically mean that no humans will be really speaking, and especially me, I will not be speaking. I just did a lot of talking right now, so I think you need a break. So I might. Sorry, too many dogs. Hey! Hey!